All right. Figure, it's that time of year. The holidays are here. Might as well do a video talking about some holiday horror movies. These aren't just going to be Christmas horror movies, although it's mostly going to be that. But I did include a couple that are just like winter. A little bit of variety. Not much, but a little bit. So, starting off with the non Christmas horror movies that are just wintry. Hey, we got The Thing. And I guess you could also do the 2011 thing since it doesn't line up with this one as it's a prequel. But you want isolated winter horror. Kind of the whole thing. Yeah, I mean, you legitimately can't go wrong with this movie. It's one of the best movies like ever made. Uh, Definitely one of my favorites, at least. And for me personally, it is attached to the holidays because when we got a DVD player, I think I've said this before, I don't know. When we got a DVD player for the first time, this was one of the two DVDs that we had, so I could watch The Green Mile or The Thing. And I ended up watching The Thing about 7 million times. So, yeah, just this is a great, great winter movie. Got The Wolf of Snow Hollow. It's a werewolf-ish movie. Takes place in the snow. That's really the only wintry holiday. These just take place in the snow. That's it. That's the criteria. There's snow in the movie. Empire Strikes Back could be a Christmas movie. I don't know. There's snow in it. Uh, yeah, I've talked about this. I like this movie a lot. It's fun. Here's a really good snow film, The Shining. I assume that you know about this movie or the book or whatever. Um, yeah, isolated. There's snow. Kind of fits the bill. All right, on to Christmas horror. Hey, we got Black Christmas. Slasher flick, real good, fun movie. The Scream Factory's got a reversible cover. If you want that cover instead of the original, they also did a remake in like the mid 2000s that was pretty good. Um, and I think they remade it again, but I'm not 100% because I never saw it. But I like this one, and the remake's fine. The remake kind of went more for like, oh, let's just see if how gross we can make it, kind of. I don't know. It just seems grosser than the original, which is cool. I don't know. I don't have a bad opinion about that. But this is a classic, and the other one isn't as much of a classic. So, you know. Next up, hey, Christmas Evil. This movie's pretty fun. I actually, in terms of horror movies where the killer dresses up like Santa Claus and kills people, I think this might be my favorite one. This is very good. I don't. Yeah, no, this isn't a reversible cover. But it's very cool. Also, I'll talk more about this when I do a movie on all my Vinegar Syndrome, or do a video on all my Vinegar Syndrome movies. But yeah, I mean, basically, it's about a dude that's real into Santa Claus, and he just slowly starts to have like a psychological breakdown, and he thinks that he is Santa, and he starts killing people. So it's fun. it's it's kind of a lot more intense than I expected it to be. I thought it would be more on like the Silent Night, Deadly Night side of things rather than the Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer side of things. Next up, we got Krampus. Um, it's a fun Christmas horror. Get all these fun little toys that are killing people. Got Krampus. It's good. Horror comedy for sure. Um, I actually haven't watched like the unrated version that's on here, so I don't know what they change. But yeah, I really like this. Made by the same dude that did Trick or Treat, which is, obviously an awesome Halloween movie. All right. Next up, we got Silent Night, Deadly Night. Not to be confused with Silent Night, the bad remake. This movie's great. There's a scene involving somebody getting impaled on some deer antlers that's very cool. There's some fun, awkward sledding in this movie that I really enjoy. Yeah, it's good. I am actually excited to watch like the feature length making of that I think is on this. So yeah, Silent Night, Deadly Night, very good. Also, I don't have it here. I should have grabbed it. In season 1 of Tales from the Crypt, there is an episode where a dude dresses up as Santa and kills people. So if you got Tales from the Crypt, season 1, it's on there. Then we got Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. Now this is not as good as Silent Night, Deadly Night. I feel like a lot of this movie is just a recap of the first one, but it does have Garbage Day. And that's worth it. Because normally you just see like him go like, Garbage Day! And then the guy go, no! And then he shoots him. Way crazier than that. Like, the following, like, 5 minutes after that, wild. Wouldn't have seen it coming. So, worth checking out. Then, for the completionists out there, we got the Silent Night, Deadly Night collection from Vestron. This is Silent Night, Deadly Night 3, Better Watch Out. Silent Night, Deadly Night 4, Initiation. Silent Night, Deadly Night 5, The Toy Maker. And that's everything. But Bill Moseley's in the third one, Clint Howard's in the fourth one, and Mickey Rooney is in the fifth one. Also, Brian Yuzna directs the fourth one, and it looks like Screamin' Mad George does the effects for 4 and 5, which is kind of insane to me. So, definitely worth checking out. I don't think this is reversible or anything. Comes with a digital download code, though, and you can, like, always find this for sale for, like, $11. Like, Vestron movies usually aren't super expensive. I mean, some of them are weirdly expensive. Like, Chopping Mall is, like, $26, which is, like, kind of nuts to me. But then you can get, like, a 3-movie collection for, like, $11. So, I don't know how they price things. I don't understand it. But yeah, if you want all the Silent Night, Deadly Nights. So then, we've covered Santa Claus, we've covered aliens, we've covered, I guess Krampus's supernaturally demon thing. Hey, how about snowmen? That's what Jack Frost is here for. He's a serial killer he gets his genetic material mixed up with a snowman. And he runs around and he murders people as a snowman. It's very goofy. This has a reversible cover and a little poster. So yeah, got that cover there. And then, yeah, you get a little, it's tiny, it's not big, but you get a little poster there. That's kind of fun. I know Vinegar Syndrome also put out a version of Jack Frost. That, I believe, is out of print. I think you can still get it on Amazon, though. It's just, like, way more than this one. So, I don't know, if you want to spend $30 on Jack Frost, get the Vinegar Syndrome one. If you want to spend like $15, get that one. There is a sequel. It's a movie that exists. I think this one's a lot funnier. So, I don't know. Also, I don't own these, so better watch out. That one is kind of like if Home Alone was actually a horror movie, like they do the paint bucket off the balcony thing, and it goes about as well as you would expect. That was a pretty good one. I've heard The Children is a pretty solid Christmas horror movie. Kids just go nuts, start killing people. Kind of fun. I like that. Trying to think of if there's any more. I mean, I have a couple more here that are like not full horror, I would say. Like these are all like pretty, pretty full on horror movies. But then we got Gremlins. This is like the fancy kind of steelbook. It's like a weird magnetic version. So that's fun. Got some discs, all that good stuff. I love this movie. I mean, genuinely, like, I really love Gremlins. I watched it a ton when I was a kid. It's just super fun. The effects all hold up. I feel like I'm preaching to the choir. Everybody knows what Gremlins is. But yeah, if you haven't seen Gremlins, or if you have little kids, I'd say, I don't know, maybe 10, 11. They could probably handle Gremlins just fine. I watched it way earlier than that, but who knows? They do say that Santa Claus isn't real, though. So if your kid's still into Santa, maybe skip Gremlins for a little bit. Just until they learn the soul-crushing, depressing truth. Then, not really a horror movie, but definitely a Christmas movie. Nightmare Before Christmas. You got Tim Burton, good times, got great songs, Chris Sarandon, Danny Elfman. I feel like this is sort of a no-brainer if you have the youngins. Also, it's kind of confusing because it's like, is this a Halloween movie? Is it a Christmas movie? I don't know. Kind of hard to tell. I think that it can just work as either. So, and the songs will probably be stuck in your head. So that's fun. And you can definitely get this on the cheap because they've released like 1,000 different versions of it. So I'm sure one of them is cheap. I don't even know how or where we got this. Just appeared in the collection of movies that we have. So, I don't know. But yeah, that's some holiday horror recommendations. I'm thinking about doing a video on my Godzilla / Kaiju collection. I think that'd be kind of fun. I want to do my Vinegar Syndrome video whenever my giant Vinegar Syndrome order ships that I made on Black Friday. Still awaiting that. I could do some update videos on Arrow and stuff. But they're also having a sale this month, so maybe I should wait till the end of that because I might pick some stuff up. Who knows? I have the Warriors pre-ordered, all that stuff. I don't know. Decisions. They're hard. And I got to make a lot of them. So, but hey, at least we're out of the Criterions. Now I can just talk about like horror movies and stuff. So I've talked about all my Criterion movies. So yeah, well, hey, be good to each other. Happy holidays, whatever you're into. Have a good day. Have a good weekend. Have a good whatever, whenever you're watching this. And yeah, I'll see you folks later.